Welcome to Small Cap Nation. I'm Jane King at the New York Stock Exchange, and today we're talking with Craig Kaufman, the Managing Director and Co-Head of Technology, Media, and Telecom Investment Banking at Rodman Renshaw. You wear a lot of different hats, right?
Oh, yes.
So let's start off. Just tell me about your background and your areas of expertise.
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me, Jane. I've had a long 25-year history in the investment banking industry, luckily with a couple of startups out in the West Coast and then in New York, and then started my own investment bank with my brother in 1994, called Kaufman Brothers. We became one of the leading tech, media, and telecom investment banks, serving global communications companies, raising capital, providing research to over 1,000 institutional investors. And then most recently, I joined the Rodman Renshaw platform to help them build out their tech, media, and telecom practice.
You are also planning the Idea Generation Investor Conference coming up next month. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so the Idea Generation Conference came about because we all see the same 20 managers on television all the time.
Okay.
And I had the fortune to work with thousands of managers at Kaufman Brothers around the world who are all very smart, very bright people with incredible ideas. And I said, wouldn't it be great to have a platform to have them come together and present their ideas on the world to financial advisors, other institutions, high net worth individuals, to give people a perspective of what else is out there from an asset allocation perspective.
This is the first year for this
is
conference?
our first year for the conference, yes.
And you've got some great partners working with you on this, both media-wise, in the industry-wise. What are all the dynamics? How will that play out at the conference?
Well, I think one of the things we learned at Kaufman Brothers is live events are an incredible way to bring people together. But in the age of the digital world, having reach and using the digital world to gain reach, particularly for these emerging managers, is very, very important. So I met David Siegel, who is the CEO of Investopedia, which is one of the leading websites for educating people about the financial industry, with over 18 million unique visitors per month, and convinced him that this would be a phenomenal way for him to showcase their platform and to bring ideas to their user base. So they're going to be live streaming the entire event, and we're really excited to have them as a partner and have the muscle of their marketing arm behind the event. And then HNWIs, which is a super unique company started by a gentleman by the name of Evan Rappaport. What they do is they do real-time fund replication. So many of the hedge fund managers that are going to be at the event also are on the HNWIs.com platform. So they are directly connected through fixed connections. So they're real-time replicating those strategies. So what they provide to financial advisors and individual investors is the opportunity to invest in these strategies with the money never leaving their accounts, full transparency, no K1s, and total security. And it's a really exciting group to be working with. So
now this has been a tumultuous year for stocks, to say the least.
That's true, yes.
So will there be opportunities for people to find like little nuggets of information or companies where they can put their money to work?
Yeah, I think that the whole point of this is, you know, if you look at other events that try to replicate what we're doing, they tend to be strategy specific or market specific, and what we wanted to do is expose a wide array of strategies, both focused in the United States and in emerging markets, in equity and debts, public and private, so that people can really get an understanding of all the different possibilities that are out there, because in markets like these, you really need to look at how you do asset allocation, and you need to revisit that because things are moving very, very rapidly, both here and all over the world, and underlying technologies that are disrupting almost every business that we can think of.
Oh my goodness, and it all happens so quickly that you really have to stay ahead of all that, or else you get surprised.
And you have to find a diverse group of managers to help you make money and manage your assets.
Who are some of the key presenters?
I love all of them, but I think I'll just share a story because I had breakfast with Will Ehrman yesterday, and here's a guy who's been around for 35 years. He was head of global investments at the Quantum Fund with George Soros.
Okay.
he's seen it all and has an incredible understanding of the geopolitical and global interactions of the markets, and brings such a unique perspective to investing. So I'm really excited to see what he has to say. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I won't break his bubble. But I think people will find him to be an incredibly thoughtful and talented manager.
Wow, it does really sound very interesting. So how can people, so give us the basics, when, where, how much, how do people sign up?
Sure. So we're hosting it in New York City in Midtown at the Convene Conference Center on 3rd Avenue and 46th Street. And you can find that on our website at www.ideagenconference.com. And it's a one day, one track, so it's very focused, 30-minute presentations by 16 fund managers. And it's going to be a phenomenal event. We're going to be networking. We're going to be doing one-on-one meetings throughout. Anyone can meet with anyone at the event, not just with managers, but with each other. And we have a platform to enable that, technology-wise. And it's going to be super fun and exciting, and I think a lot of really great ideas will come out of it.
Okay, thank you very much, Craig Kaufman. Good luck with the conference.
Thank you.
And,
absolute pleasure.
Thank you, and thank you very much for joining us on Small Cap Nation.